Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of treating Assetto Corsa like Assetto Turismo. Doing your stage by stage upgrades and reusing the car and then seeing what it needs next and doing that up next. So all we did last time, if you'll remember, is dropped 54 kilos or so out of there just to start playing. The ratio was 3.8 something. I've just been having a fiddle. So raising the ratio will make my gear ratios coming closer. I think I was before just hitting just hitting top gear, whatever that was, and not making any progress with that. So hopefully that's given some help. The brakes I put up before, but I think they should go back down to where they were because I was clamping up a little bit on turns and going north-south. But the other thing we're going to do today, the main thing, is going to fix all that sort of stuff anyway, probably. So cross fingers. Like I said, I'm not a genius at this. I'm just trying to help people enjoy the game a little bit more, you know, and be able to make it malleable and play with it. So tweakers of cars like me in these sorts of games will appreciate this, I'm sure. So what we've got a boat anchor. Bloody thing's heavy as, and suspension on it's just the basic FE2 suspension that goes on. It might be FE1.5, and that's just pretty basic. So we're going to do our weight reduction on it, and when I go to finalising a car for something like this, it'd be in the realms of 1250 kilos. So to 1300, 1400 or whatever, somewhere in there. I'll leave that final drive there because it seems like it should be about right, and that was good to do there. Now, what are we going to do about the suspension? Go through and drop a little bit of spring rate and whatnot. I mean, that's always an option. So go to suspension ini file, and okay, so I'll do that in a sec. You know, you've got little bits you can change. You think your anti-roll bars aren't set up properly, or your where is it? Oh, I'm going half blind. I'm wearing glasses that aren't very good at the moment, so I'd like to get some new ones. Oh, rod length. So how far you up, how far the bump stops are and all that. What else was I going to say? Yeah, no, escape me. Can't be that bloody important anyway then. Now, okay, so we want a solution for this, and we can tweak all sorts of numbers. You've got spring rate there as well. I thought we'd try something different, and I reckon this is the best way to go about it. I would be happy if this car had the suspension that HSV does, because it's an improvement. You don't, not a lot of modding of it. Not many options to change the suspension once it's fitted, but I think it'll suit that car right. So what I'm going to do is going to go to the folder for that car, go to data. I'm going to find the suspension ini file for the HSV. So one sec. Okay, so if I have a look at the file, you've got to sort of work out what's going to make big differences. If can you grab the whole file and switch it across? In this case, I don't believe we can. Why? Why? Because the wheelbase is different, CG location's different, track's different, all that sort of stuff. You'll try and put the base carriage underneath the car you've got, kind of thing. Or at least the physics won't match up with what the placement is of these. So I went down and I thought, okay, well, I'm not going to adjust the rod length because they're similar anyway. It's more going to be about the spring rate and the anti-roll bars and whatnot. First off, I said to myself, look at the difference between my anti-roll bars and theirs, and that arse end was coming around way too easily, and obviously this is a big part of the culprit, the cause. So first thing is going there. I'm looking at the ratio of 28.5 being here, 30,000 there, a little bit more, so I'm just going to make it, oops, 11.8 on the back. So that should help fix that back end problem it had. Now, I would say personally that going from hub mass down, and from what I can see, capturing all of that to the damp fast rebound threshold, and I would copy that. This isn't fail safe, you know, nothing saying it's going to be a working scenario. It might just be a throwaway car after this. So where are we? Hub mass. Okay. Sorry, just a little bit of a little brainy fade at the moment there while I was thinking about something. So we're going to paste in there what we copied from over here. Now that's in under the front tyre. Then you've got the rear. So same again, grab it after hub, at the beginning of hub mass. Go down to your damp fast rebound threshold, copy, yep, so that's been done. Hold on a sec, yeah, did I get this right? Sorry, that's front. Did I just replace the front again? I'm going insane here. 120 down there, the rebound of 8.5. Yeah, no, I did do the right one. Sorry, it's like 4 in the morning here, so cut me some slack. If I just check the rest of these to make sure that I definitely have the right sort of information. Yep. What's damp bump going to be at up here? Yeah, I am going blind. Okay, so yeah, no, it's all the right information by the looks of it. Damp fast rebound 3389. Yeah. Alright, cool. So that's been copied over for front and rear tyres now. All that's left to do is test it, I guess. I know it auto saves in those INI files and whatnot through this program, but something just makes me want to click apply every time. Call me an asshole if you like. Now, let's go and see what the suspension is like. Do you remember what it was like on the last video? It was god awful. Braking in a straight line had to involve accelerating and braking at the same time. Just keep it straight. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. Good. Okay, so let me quickly get my ass into gear. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so it was a wallowy pig before, it was bouncing and it was just horrible. It went off the track all the time. You couldn't, if it lost it one way, you weren't regaining anything ever. Like if you lost it, that was it. So let's see if putting HSV suspension on from a VE onto a VZSS is going to be okay. I know the cars are about the same size. Their tracks are different and all that sort of stuff, but we didn't take the track, did we? So Let's give it a little bit of a crack and see what we got. Yeah, the slick mediums I know are working, so I won't touch that. Alright. Well, let's see if the suspension's any good, guys. I might just spin on the spot, or I might fly off the track, or whatever. I don't actually know. I haven't done this. I haven't done this before. Turn the volume down. Oops, getting bumped. Seems like it's doing okay so far. Oh, get out of the way. That wasn't my fault, so that's okay. It's not spinning around all over the place when I'm regaining it like it did before. It actually feels very flat and stable. Oops, went back one gear too much then. More reflection off the car's coloured paint and all that onto the ground now with this new custom shaders. Lights patch. Whee! Okay. Well, that's sort of bit okay. Going around the corner there. It likes to dip the nose in a bit and all that. Look at that, there we go. I haven't been able to accelerate out of a corner, that corner, with many other cars that I've been mucking around with like this. Curious to see how we're going to go down the straight here too. I'm happy with the suspension, yeah. This is everything I was hoping to achieve. It's not bouncing around all over the place. The bump and the rebound are good. You can go and tweak a little bit more. You could probably drop the nose a bit. That ratio I put in for the gears at 420 still wasn't a great ratio, was it? I needed to sort of go up near the 5s to get my ratios back in order. So I got a top gear again. Oops, I went a bit brain fadey there. That was a bit dumb. So it's not perfect. You still have to have some wits about you. I think the cars are a little bit unrealistic how they get out of off the walls and stuff sometimes, but anyway. I'll finish the lap out of duty. Not what you call great driving there for a bit, but we're still getting a decent idea of the suspension. It still doesn't like it coming off the accelerator completely and braking. I wonder if that's a diff thing that I need to have a look at. Let's find out. Here's diff settings. Yeah, the brake power can be a bit of an issue. It can throw a bit too much. I'll just make sure of that. It's got no toe. I normally don't. I'm usually pretty happy about that, but using a lot of toe might limited. I need to see if these work. I don't even know that they work, these tyres. They can light up and make you look like you can put them on and stuff. I've had ones that I'll just sit here in the beginner's starting line, just spinning the rims inside the rubber. Okay. Jesus Christ, that body. Okay, see the tyre pressures? I'll do a proper vid on this at some stage, but if you don't already know, down here, your Pro tyre app is the one you want because it helps you with your pressures as you go along. So really I need to do this now before I start a race. Now I could pull it back all the way to 5 more like it's kind of saying, but with this track you don't actually heat the tyres that bad and they can actually go the other way and start cooling a bit too much. So I'm going to bump it by 3. Okay. I went the wrong way. Silly me. Right. Now if you look in the bottom right, you'll see those numbers going back down saying the pressures are okay. You need to be mindful of what those pressures are going to be when you're hot. That's not far enough back as far as I'm concerned. I want to go a bit further. We should go 2 there, but I won't for the argument's sake of just doing this video. Alright. Yeah, back near the beginning of that line. How did I do that? Suspension's still not totally forgiving. Still want you to very much brake in a straight line, and it kind of wants to break away on you from there if you move or deviate a little bit, you know? Sort of wants to fold the nose in under. So, be careful. But, is it better than what we had on the SS? Hell yeah. By much? A hell of a lot. So, you know, tweaking can happen from here. You might do a couple of those individual spring rate settings or whatever. Sorry, talking, not changing gears. So yeah, I should, I mean, the suspension will be fine to do the next stage in a power up. So you could always do a power up. Okay, next video we'll do something to give it a little bit more oots. Maybe look at a couple more ini file things as well, but looks like a good way. You know, I mean the cars were pretty well matched where they were. I knew size wise, they're a similar floor plan, all that sort of stuff. So yeah. Anyway. That's one good way of doing it, guys, and I think I was clear enough as to how to do it. If I wasn't, tell me and I will do an add-on video if I've not mentioned something vital. Alright, stick it up your bum, see you, bye.